Viewers expect here in the intermediate social division here between H-Town and Deja Vu?
I believe with this type of division, with the rules are set up with pitching, you're going to see a lot more action. Instead of the advanced division, you can pitch any style. This one has to be an underhand pitch, more flatter pitch. And as far as the kickers are concerned, they're able to place their foot on the ball to put it where they want it to be. So you're going to see a lot of more action on the offensive side with this style of kickball in this division.
The type of pitch that you and I can kick a little bit easier, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And in H-Town, they got a team coming all the way from Houston, and they're playing Deja Vu straight out of the DMV area up there where I live at. So I'm familiar with both of these teams, and you're going to see some action.
Keontae will lead things off. Safe at first, a leadoff single for Deja Vu.
Speed kills. That was a great bunt.
Bring up Chris Brown. Runner at first, nobody out. That one is foul down the left field line.
Oh, that's a lot of speed on first base. He was almost at third before they kicked the ball back in, out of play from that foul ball.
I was watching Deja Vu on the field above earlier this morning. They bring a lot of energy to the turf, and you're going to see that here in this matchup.
Absolutely, they do. However, do you know Deja Vu, they brought two teams but they have a team in each division. So depending on which one you saw, but both of them bring a lot of passion and a lot of action to the game. Oh, that's a great bunt.
That one stays fair.
And he got it out of his hands quick enough to stop him from rounding 1-3.
Brown out at first, but advances the leadoff runner Keontae. That brings up Jamaica Whitener with runner at second, only one out.
Oh, she's also a great bunter.
With a first.
And that's a bobble.
It's safe. Now pickle between home and third.
And
Keontae tagged out.
He got a little bit too greedy. He couldn't get all the way back to third base. But Jamaica made it to second, so we got a runner on second with 2 outs.
See here, got a little too comfortable trying to come home and tagged out over at third. There's now a runner at second for Travis Jones. Takes ball 1.
And as you see, being as though you have to pitch this underhand, they're going to try to pitch this with a little bit more bounce to try to take away the kicker's timing. But we might get some action out here at the home run wall, so we'll see.
That one belted into left field.
And that's a catch.
And brought down for out number 3. And a nice start defensively for H-Town as we head to the bottom of the first here from Auburn. Rocking the blue jerseys. I'd like to see the creativity amongst all the teams here to play in Turf Wars.
One thing
bucket hats, you got different sunglasses, shades.
Sunglasses, shades, you got everything. One thing about Deja Vu, they're going to come with a spicy uniform. They're always going to be dressed to impress, but as you can see, H-Town coming over from Houston, they're the same way. You look good, you play good. That is the motto.
Hey, to be on national TV, you got to look good, right?
Indeed, indeed.
Keith Johnson will lead things off for H-Town after a scoreless top of the first.
And he has a lot of speed too, so if he can push the ball where it has to be, it's going to be a tough out.
And we're ready for action here in the bottom of the first. Tanner Collins, Dwayne Lucas with you this afternoon. This is the intermediate social quarterfinal. Got a lefty on the mound. That one into deep right field.
They caught him sleeping.
They
caught him sleeping, and he's going all the way down to 3.
Johnson with a leadoff triple. The throw gets away. Now trying to come home to score. And Keith Johnson goes all the way around.
First kick.
And H-Town takes the 1-0 lead.
I told you just have a little bit more action. Definitely.
Look at this speed from Johnson. Not only the kick, it's the deepest kick we've seen here so far this afternoon.
And that play,
vertical leap as well.
and that play right there, man, just go ahead and go touch him with the ball. There's no need to throw it at the runner. Now, you can throw it at the runner to get the out. However, as you see him right there, it can be costly if you miss.
Now C.D. Turner will step in. That one into shallow left field. And down for a single. Back-to-back hits to start here in the bottom of the first for H-Town.
And as you can see with this division, the strategy in the other division was more bunt, kick out, move the runners. But this one right here, because of this pitching style, they just take their kicker's choice. And as you can see, there hasn't been no button yet from the H-Town side. There's been straight kicks.
Lexi Cooper will step in. No balls, one strike. Gets it down. Throw to first is just in time. Cooper's got some wheels. Nearly beat out that throw at first, but advances Turner to second for the first out of the inning.
As you see, another kicker's up. Must be somebody that they know that can kick. They're making the changes.
Junior Mata will step in with Turner out at second. Takes strike one. High fly ball into fairly deep center field, brought down at the track. Turner advances to third. There's two gone.
It was close. It was close. The home run wall is getting some work.
Let's go, Steph.
And that was just one bounce. That'll be a ball.
Ball one to Stefan Durarte. Runner at third, two outs. That one in for a strike, and it's one ball, one strike. One run in the inning for H-Town. Keith Johnson came all the way around to score. Scorebook would count as a triple in an air, but we call it an inside the park home run to start the game. That one's lifted into shallow right center field, and that ends the inning. H-Town scores first here in the Coed Intermediate Social quarterfinal. We'll head to the top of the second. Be right back here from the Wire Road Soccer Complex.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn, Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn, Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Welcome back to the Y Road Soccer Complex as we take a look at the lineup for Deja Vu. And Dwayne, the temperature is heating up. It's 87, feels like 90. But you know what else is heating up? The offense.
Indeed. I told you in this division, you're going to see a lot more action that you saw in the last one. And as you see with H-Town ripping off from the gate, the first run.
That one is lined into center field. And the throw to first is late.
And the overthrow, they get second base.
Look at that energy out at second. Little dance move.
It is.
That's what you love to see here at Turfwars, is the energy. Lead off hit for Travis Jones. That'll bring up Philip Nars. Grounds one foul down the left side. Well, they're going to say it was fair. Two consecutive singles to open.
Jasmine's up the kick now. Yeah, Jasmine's up the kick now. So, her runner's on first and second with no outs. What she wants to do is move the runner. She wants to bunt up one.
She does just that, and the bases are juice.
The bases
Everybody's
are
safe.
You got to get on it. You got to get on it. With that situation right there, you don't have time. You don't have time to. You got to already have in your head which base you're going to get out. You can't hesitate.
Big spot for Michael Stewart. No outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch.
Call strike.
First big strike one. See the nicknames there on the back of the Deja Vu jerseys. That one into foul ground and over the netting. Stewart stays alive, and we'll see another pitch.
And one thing about this with the turf war rules, you can advance on a foul catch. So even though she would have caught that ball foul, everybody could have been able to tag up to advance. So it's up to your strategy. You only should be able to catch that if it's on 2 outs. 1 out, when the person is scoring situation, you probably just want to let that go.
H-Town scored first back in the bottom of the first. Now a chance for Deja Vu with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's the 0-2 to Stewart. The lefty into shallow right field, and that's down for a hit. Nobody home at first. Aggressive base running for Deja Vu.
Very aggressive. 2 runs came in and kicked the shot.
Deja Vu, just like that, takes a 2-1 lead here in the second. Stewart advances to second, and Riley advances to third. Arias and Conti Jones coming to score the first 2 runs for Deja Vu.
Yeah, as you can hear, they're very passionate over there. They take their kickball serious.
This ain't no hobby.
Oh, no, not at all. This is not the same kickball that you played or we played when we was in elementary school.
That'll bring up Derek Hurt. Runners at second and third, and still nobody out. That one line foul down the left field side. That home run wall, easy for me to say, moved in 15 feet. Still waiting to see our first home run. The outfielder shaded deep. That one is into fairly deep left field and down for a hit.
Another kick single.
Jasmine Riley comes in to score. Stewart advances to third. Derek Hurt is in with a double. A big inning here for Deja Vu, and it's still second and third and nobody out. Nicole gets one down in play and gets an RBI. Stewart comes in to score. Nice job by Nicole.
She did her job.
3-run lead.
She did her job. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. Make the defense decide either get the out or hold the run.
Fowler up the middle. And it's the 5th run of the inning, an RBI single for Paul Fowler. It's the biggest inning we've seen so far here at Turf Wars here in Auburn, Alabama. 5 runs in the inning, and they're looking for more. There's a shallow fly ball into left field.
And it was in.
And it's another hit.
With this division, you're always going to see a lot more action.
Now Esther coming up. Bottom of the order, top of the order on deck. First and second, 1 out. H-Town looking to make some adjustments defensively. Esther out at first, and there's 2 gone.
2 gone.
So West out at second, and Fowler at third. Back to the top of the order for Keontae, who singled and came around, reached third base, did not score back in the first. Will fake out there.
Yeah, they definitely look like
Strike one.
they abandoned that bunt
Ball one.
strategy. They're just straight kicking.
That one fouled. Oh, it did stay fair. Throw to first is in time, but not before Deja Vu scores 5 runs in the top of the second.
And that was on the runner. The runner was being lazy and then run it out to first, and he ended up getting tagged out.
Now with the pitching rules changed, Dwayne, that more of a soft pitch with a double bounce. It's more of your off-speed pitch in this format.
Exactly.
We take a look at the H-Town lineup, now trailing by 4. It all started with Keith Johnson back in that first inning, a triple, which turned into a throwing error and came all the way around to score. That's how we got started back in the bottom of the first.
And their style of play down in H-Town, each area has a different style of play in which they excel in, and kicking is definitely the style of play for H-Town.
Hey, you gotta stay aggressive so you can.
One up, one down. Start here, the bottom of the second. Tanner Collins alongside Dwayne Lucas in the intermediate social quarterfinal.
And that was the bunt.
That ricochet,
Yeah.
unlucky.
On the ball and went straight up in the air.
And has done a nice job out in right field. That one into fairly deep center, but brought down for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Deja Vu here in the bottom of the second. Sun continuing to shine down on the turf. We can get us one of these jerseys. I'd want to go in with a Deja Vu jersey. Slow grounder stays in the infield. The throw to first is bobbled, and the inning continues for H-Town.
So maybe they might start that little two-out rally of their own. We'll see.
Put the ball in play and see what happens.
See what happens.
The inning continues for H-Town. Deja Vu talking things over defensively. First pitch misses inside, ball 1.
It looks like there might be a discrepancy in the kicking lineup. Okay, look like they got that squared away. Back to business.
Lefty lines one into left field. H-Town trying to put a little 2-out rally together.
They definitely are. There we go.
Still some confusion.
Yeah, discrepancy with the books.
See there the H-Town, lower part of the backside of the jerseys.
And there it is.
Baby blue.
And what they're saying is they believe one of the H-Town kickers kicked out of order. Kicked out of order.
And if that's the case, that's going to end the inning. Bring the 2-out rally to a halt. Still waiting to hear the official rule.
Hey, whatever going on with that lineup, we need to figure it out quick, though. Figure that lineup out quick.
And that will end the inning.
There it is.
So we'll head to the top of the third. Here from Auburn. We'll be right back. Deja Vu lead 5-1 over H-Town.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks.
Getting excited out there. Back here at Wire Road Soccer Complex, Deja Vu leading 5-1. Already one out in the inning. That one fouled down the left side. Mika Whitener.
Just great bunter.
Lines that one, and it's caught. And 2 quick outs to start here in the top of the third. Travis Jones will step in with nobody on and 2 outs. Jones came around to score back in the second.
Delayed bunt.
Beautiful delayed bunt. You're exactly right, Dwayne. 2-out single. Keep the inning going for Deja Vu. Take a look there. Pump fake.
Got to fill up the kick.
2 outs, runner at first. That one down the right field line, but spins foul.
Just foul.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Change his strategy up. Maybe he's trying to lull the outfield in a little bit to try to take the shot.
Here's the 0-2.
Yeah, just coming right field.
Into shallow right field and brought down for the 3rd out of the inning.
That was dangerous for the outfield. You always, when you go into cover, you have to run behind the person catching the ball, not in front. You don't want to distract and make them drop the ball, but she stayed focused and made the catch.
Today's Mars Turf Wars event is brought to you by Auburn Opelika and Auburn Parks and Recreation Department. Thanks for tuning in to Turf Wars, presented by Auburn Opelika. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Deja Vu holding on to a 5-1 lead.
They did all the damage in the 1st inning. No, I'm sorry, that was the 2nd inning. Yeah, that was the 2nd inning.
Deja Vu with a 5-run top of the 2nd. They're back underway here in the bottom of the 3rd. Looking for an infield single, called out at first. I believe that throw across the diamond caught the jersey.
Yeah, it was a great bunt though. We'll see. Yep, sure did.
Deja Vu making a couple adjustments defensively. Shade the home run wall. One-0 misses outside, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Lefty lines one into left field. And a 1-out single. Deja Vu. H-Town route.
Yep, H-Town, like more.
Well, opposite field kick. Right in the hole on the left side. Offense has not come easy for H-Town after the leadoff run that came around to score from Keith Johnson.
But what they can't do, they can't get down. They gotta keep the enthusiasm up because the game is not over.
That one in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Again, the ball has to bounce twice before going over the plate in order for it to be a called strike.
That pitch stays flat on the turf. It's fouled away for strike 2.
And you can tell the way he swung at that, he wanted that one. He wanted that one. Just couldn't catch up to it. See the nicknames of each players on the back of the jerseys.
We have our first walk
First walk.
of the game. First and second and 1 out. There's a look there. I'm just here.
Lighters. I'm pretty sure all those names have significant meanings to those players.
That's something some other sports should do. Have a little more fun with the jersey names on the back.
Indeed. And just like that, she tried to bunt it up in the air, and it was a catch at the home plate. Gotta have quick reflexes.
Look at that catch. Right off the foot. Heads up play. And there's 2 gone. Swinging for the fence. And it's brought down. That ends the inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Deja Vu lead by 4. You're watching the Intermediate Social quarterfinal here on ESPN.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn, Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn, Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Back here in the top of the 4th inning, where Deja Vu lead 5-1 over H-Town, looking for a spot in the semifinal in the Intermediate Social Division. Tanner Collins alongside Dwayne Lucas. What have you liked out of Deja Vu through 3 innings?
Well, I like their offense. After the first inning, they tried to bunt stuff, and then they start off the second inning with just kicking, and I think that's what opened up the offense for them, just being more aggressive and playing the game that they normally play.
Now, Dwayne, I got to ask you, if either of these sides asks you to pinch kick, what's your game plan? Are you trying to put over that home run wall, or are you laying down a nice bunt?
Oh, I'm going straight wall. I'm going straight wall with it.
You thinking center field, left center?
Probably left.
Left?
Left, yeah.
Full side?
I'm going to take the easy route. I'm going to take the easy route. I'm going left. Oh, that's a great bunt.
Look at that curve. Staying fair, you saw off the foot, it looked like it might go foul. They had that left to right spin, and it's a leadoff single.
Jasmine, she's a lefty as well, but she's also a good bunter.
Jasmine Riley singled and came around to score in that 5-run second.
She did.
All 5 runs coming in the top of the 2nd inning for Deja Vu. That one fouled back for strike 1.
H-Town has some making up to do, but first they got to get up this inning.
That one stays fair. And it's back-to-back infield singles.
Right down.
Start here in the 4th.
Right down the line. There was a no play and no throw.
Almost just like the top of the 2nd inning, how that inning started. Deja Vu went on to score 5 runs. Now Jermichael Stewart will step in with runners at 1st and 2nd and nobody out. Where's number 13? Also rocking more of a cowboy-looking hat. Does the same features as a bucket hat.
And
it's a bucket hat flipped up.
Flipped up.
third consecutive bunt. And everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe. You got it.
What? The base is loaded for the second time for Derek Hurt.
You gotta attack the ball. You gotta attack the ball in those situations right there. He's trying to bunt up one. If he has a bad bunt, you can go to 3, but you have to be on it though.
Base is loaded, nobody out. If you're Derek Hurt, you got to go swinging, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely. He's already ball one. He's going to have to eventually give him the ball, give him the pitch that he wants.
1 ball, no strikes for Derek Hurt.
It's 1-1.
That one catches the outer edge.
As you see, he's pitching a little slower, a little more bounce, trying to throw off his rhythm.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here to Derek Hurt. Here's the 2-1. That'll stay in the infield.
Jammed him.
And a miscommunication in shallow right. How about that throw out at second? But 2 runs coming to score. 2 more RBIs for Derek Hurt. And it's a 6-run lead for Deja Vu.
And I'm not understanding that play because it looked like she had fair rights to the ball. Did he call her off and was able to make the play, or she just decided at the end I wasn't going to catch it? I'm not sure.
It's never easy when you got shallow fly balls that come down just over the infielders, whether it's short or second.
Absolutely.
There's an out at first for the second out of the inning. Deja Vu, 2 runs in the inning. I lead by 6. They've liked the even number innings so far. 5 runs in the second. Added 2 more here in the 4th.
I guess this is where that part in the kicking lineup they like.
There's another shallow fly ball into right field and another run in to score and make it a 3-run inning for Deja Vu.
Oh, they're in the flow now. No pun intended.
You're ready to use that one. Look at the hustle around third.
Oh yeah, you say he's digging it out.
As that hat stayed on with all that speed coming around the corner.
Even though Deja Vu has a big lead, they can't take the foot off the gas. As you've seen, anything can happen in each inning. So you just got to keep the foot on the gas and keep playing like you're playing. Don't take it off.
Another fake out there in the box. That one trickles foul down the third base line. Presto. He's ready for the 1-2.
It's 1 bounce.
And evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Another bounce, 1 bounce. It's 3 balls.
That time gets it down in play. Throw to first.
Call him out.
In time. Maybe a questionable call at first.
Yeah, it's a bang bang. It's a bang bang.
Hey, shout out to the throw from third on a speedy runner.
Oh yeah, he was on a rope.
Look at this cannon. Good thing we're not playing dodgeball. That would have hurt.
Definitely.
Bottom of the 4th coming up. We'll keep it right here. Deja Vu lead 8-1. 5 runs in the 2nd, 3 runs in the 4th. Now H-Town looking to battle back, down 7. What's the game plan, Dwayne? Get a couple runners on, try to get some bunts down, or you try to be aggressive?
I say you don't shy away from your strategy. You keep going, and they started out kicking, and I think they're going to finish it off kicking. So they're going to have to do what they need to do to get back in this game.
First pitch. It's in there for strike 1. That one just gets foul.
Right at
First base side.
Definitely the right idea. He tried to catch the back catcher, thinking he was going down third and he was going up 1. He was going to use his speed to catch back up.
See the fake out there on the high five as well over at first.
He did. Didn't expect that.
In one of those games so far for H-Town.
There's a lot of passion in this game of kickball.
That one line to first, and the guy he fakes out on the high five brings it down for out number one.
You know what? That's usually how it happens.
He ain't happy over at first. That's T-Banks. Gotta love the energy. One out, nobody on.
Hey. Real quick, come.
Call strike. Just outside. It's 1-1. Look like he's trying to change up the pitch. Slow pitch, fast pitch, bouncy pitch.
That one stays in the infield. And with all the spin, it ricochets. And it's still brought down for the second out of the inning.
That's great communication. Just like they drew it up.
I think an interview with T-Banks would be a good one.
Definitely.
Trying to get his team a spot in the semifinal. Slow bouncer is caught over at third. And that ends the inning. Deja Vu leads 8-1 as we head to the fifth. We'll be right back. You're watching Turf Wars on ESPN.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn, Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn, Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Back here live in the top of the fifth. Deja Vu lead 8-1 over H-Town.
Yeah, Monet up the kick.
Up, one down for H-Town.
But they need to get these quick outs so they can get back and try their hand back on offense again.
Back at the top of the order for Keontae.
It's another good bunt.
Good bunt in the infield and safe at first.
Speed kills.
It's 2 for 2. One out base runner for Deja Vu here in the fifth.
It looks like they're zooming through their kicking lineup.
Another slow dribbler. Throw to second, not in time. Chris Brown aboard at first on the fielder's choice. Keontae safe into second.
And as you see, they're not stopping where they left off. They're keeping the foot on the pedal.
Nika will step in with one out, runners at first and second. 1 ball, 1 strike. one fouled back. It's 1-2.
And what she's trying to do here is you got to run on first and second. So she's trying to bunt the ball up one and try to move runners. But sometimes when you get down in the count, you just try to do what works.
Called strike 3, our first strikeout here in the contest. And there's 2 gone.
When that went down, looking.
It'll be up to Travis Jones to extend the inning.
Oh, Travis. Oh, he's definitely kicking.
He is indeed.
It's
got a chance.
Oh!
Away in right center field.
And that's a great play.
Crashes into the outfield wall and brings it down for the 3rd out of the inning. The play of the day.
He said, what wall? That wall don't mean nothing to me.
Sports Center Top 10. Here's the replay. Crashing into the wall and hanging on. And that ends the inning. What a play.
I don't know. Some football teams might need another punt returner or wide receiver. That was an over-the-shoulder catch. That was difficult, but a great play.
Hey, before any of the games started today, Dwayne, that's the play we wanted to see. There it was. Shades are intact. No one hurt.
Great play by Big Kiki. That's what's on the back of his jersey.
Maybe that's what H-Town needs for a 7-run fifth.
That's what it sounds like. They definitely got the momentum.
Tremendous effort in right center. Now H-Town needs 7 runs to extend the game.
That was a great play.
Viewers at home, they're saying you're saying there's a chance, right? That one is into fairly deep right center. It's handled cleanly for out number 1. Deja Vu are 2 outs away from claiming their spot in the semifinal.
Semifinal. Looked like he wanted it, but it was a little outside. Ball 1.
High fly ball into center.
Routine catch.
2 up, 2 down.
1 out away.
Exactly right. A clean game on both sides for Deja Vu.
But we did get the action I told you we was going to get, so I'm okay with this game. Great bunt. 1 out away.
Infield.
Oh.
What's the call? Referee's beat, and it's an out at first.
And that's ball game.
That is ball game. Love the sportsmanship shown there by the mound. Here's the final out. Throw to first, a little bobble, able to bring it down. Deja Vu wins it 8-1. Dwayne, 5 runs in the second, 3 runs in the fourth, and that's all it took.
And a great, amazing outfield play to the home run wall. That was a great game.
Deja Vu claims their spot in the semifinal as the 2 teams walk across the diamond. Great sportsmanship showed down here at Turfwars. We'll send it to a quick break and be right back here at the Wire Road Soccer Complex.
Ready to work, ready to work. Let's go, let's go, let's go.